You have been born again, and this new life did not come from something that dies, but from something that cannot die. You are born again through God's living message that continues forever. The scripture says, "All people are like the grass, and all their glory is like the flowers of the field. The grass dies and the flowers fall, but the word of the Lord will live forever." And this is the word that was preached to you. 1 Peter 1:23-25. That's your word for today. I really want to dedicate more of my days off to doing fun things, and I wanted to film today. And this morning I edited a video. I'm so proud of myself because I posted a video yesterday on Tuesday. I have a video ready for Friday, and I have this video right here ready for next Tuesday. Shout out Consistency Queen. And you'll probably see this video that Friday or that Tuesday. It depends on the order of things, you know, and how the vlog goes. But in my hand right here, I have my current read, and it is The Nature of Love by Toni Shiloh. This is a story about Erica and Christian. Erica is a doctor, surgeon, orthopedic surgeon, and Christian is, he's something very, a wildlife enthusiast, which is crazy to me. So he'd be messing with the wildlife. And I think they're both like in their 40s, I want to say. And she, well, at least right now, as I can see, she doesn't really have a faith in God. The people around her have faith in God, but she's not faith in God. And something tragic just happened to her. And their meet cute was actually very cute, like very, very cute. And I am just really just enjoying a Christian romance that is just like actually a Christian romance. Like, I know that sounds like a lot, but there is such an actual difference between being a Christian romance and being just a clean fiction book. And I feel like we throw the word around a lot. Like, the main difference is between like a clean fiction and a Christian romance is the quote, like, Christian part. And these characters, it's just like this book is surrounded by people. Oh, it's about people who believe in God, and it's about God and your faith just being told through a love story. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like how we are as people. It's just like we don't have to go around just like, I never want to have to go around yelling at people that I'm a Christian. I always wanted to just kind of show up in my life naturally because it's just naturally who I am. And I feel like in a Christian romance, it's just going to naturally show up in a Christian romance. And not at the end of the book, not some random sentence where they just go to church one Sunday in the book. You know, like actually a Christian romance. Like, and this is probably like one of the few books that I've read that has like actual Christian romance besides Redeeming Love, The Masterpiece. That's all I can think of right now in my head. And this book. And by the way, Toni Shiloh, I'm about to go and buy all her books because I just love the book. I'm like halfway through it, or almost halfway through it, and I'm literally in love with it and in love with her writing. I think she's might be everything I've been ever looking for in my life. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm about to go out and get out of the house, just to get out of the house. I'm hungry, so I might go get something to eat and just see where life takes me. Should we do hat? Like, I don't like how it looks when I put it on like this. I feel like I look dumb. I really don't feel like putting my hair back because I'm really trying to let my hair breathe, but my hair looks really dumb like that. I can wear it backwards. Like I'm some kind of, I don't know. Is that, I don't know. Are we feeling this look or no, chat? I don't know. I'm probably gonna talk about as much as I can. This was so good. I started this book today and I finished it today. Like, I know you guys didn't get to see a lot of footage of me like reading it or necessarily talking about it. I'm sorry, I'm trying to make myself look presentable. It's set in Chicago 1910 and it's about a rich black family, the Davenports, and about all of them just going through life and love and being black in Chicago in 1810. Like, I have never read a book like this in my life. I don't know exactly about how things were for black people in the 1800s, but I feel like she really did a great job. And to me, this book was absolutely perfect. And like I said, like, I have never read a book like this in my life. And it's just, I'm sure if you are a girl who looks like me, you have never, like, when it comes to like historical dramas and like period dramas, I've never seen like black people and what black people were doing during that time, and just a story about someone. And this story is apparently based off of like a real people and real family. And it's just, I put on my Fable review, I put that this is a breath of fresh air. Like, this is a breath of fresh air. I was really scared about the multiple POV thing, but like I said, this book was just so perfect. It was so perfect. I have a bad thing to say. I really don't. Just please read it if you like historical fiction, if you like period dramas, if you want to see just good writing, a good story, multiple different types of people. Like, there's so many characters in their book, and there will be someone in this book that you can relate to and that you will like. For me personally, it was Olivia. I absolutely loved Olivia. I love Olivia in this book. I was always so, like I said, I read everybody's POV, but I was always so excited when it got to Olivia's POV. I loved him. And I underlined and quoted a lot. I didn't tab because I didn't have my tabs with me at my boyfriend's house, because I started this at my boyfriend's house. And I was gonna start tabbing when I got home, but I didn't even, I was devouring the book so much I didn't have time to tab it. Like, I did like the little I did that. And I know some people don't like to do that in a book, but like, it is what it is. That's what I decided to do for this book. There's just so much going on. Honestly, there's so much going on. I can't even tell you about everything that's going on, but I can tell you that Olivia was my favorite. Olivia's story was my favorite, but I feel like I could relate to each one of the characters in some type of way, even if they weren't my favorite character. I could say that like Helen really grew on me at first. I really did not like Helen that much at first, but she actually grew on me. Ruby, I don't know. I love and hate her so much. It's just, I really go back and forth. And Amy, I think it's the same thing with Amy Rose, for real. But yeah, y'all need to read this book. Read it. And obviously, if I haven't said it already, 5 stars. I love this book. It's actually going on the shelf. And actually, since we here, I've decided to actually remove these from the top of my shelf because I just don't know about the Powerless series anymore. I just don't know. This is not a hardback, so it's probably not gonna sit like how it's supposed to sit. Oh! It just sat perfectly. It just sat perfectly. Ah, no, that's what I'm talking about. Yes.
Though, like, for his family to be in California and stuff like that, and that just shows you like how much faith like can do for you, even if it's like a pay cut. I mean, the Lord's still going to provide for you. He's going to make sure you have all your needs.
degrees and sunny. It's just the way I always wanted. 더바랄 것도 없어. 지금 이대로면 좋아. 따스한 햇볕이 가득 담은 Sand River. The bluebirds peacefully sing along that I love you. Oh, 그대여 나와 이 거리를 걸어요. Oh, 난 그저 잔디밭에 누워 있어도 좋아요.
Well, I think about the inside of the round, not the whole thing. I think you're on top of it.
Okay, so I just got back from date night with my wonderful boyfriend who spontaneously took me on a date, and it was so cute and it was so fun, and I love him. But anyways, book hauls are just so funny to me. I don't exactly know how to do them because I don't know what to say about this book because I haven't read them yet. But I am really wanting to become a very well-read woman of God. That is what I want to be in my life. And these books are just kind of the books that I think that will get me to where I want to go. And don't mind me, I'm literally holding all the books right here. Like a child, literally. But yeah, I'm literally just gonna show you guys all the books that I got, and that's it. If you've read any of these books, comment down below and tell me what you thought about them. But I'm gonna read them anyway, I just want you to know that. We have Francine Rivers' The Last Sin Eater. We have Toni Morrison's Song of Solomon. Then we have Toni Morrison's Paradise. Then we have Thief of Corinth by Tessa Ash. You see the book. How Sweet the Sound by Vanessa Miller. Colleen Couples' All Is Calm, All Is Bright, because I really wanted to get some Christmas books because literally November 1st is on Saturday. So happy early Christmas, by the way, because we start celebrating Christmas on November 1st. At least I do. And then we also have A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. Stoner by John Williams. Crime and Punishment by an author whose name I have yet to learn how to say, so I will not even attempt. White Nights by the same author. And then we have The Little Prince by another author whose name I cannot say. Hood classic, The Great Gatsby. Love the movie. I read this book in high school, I'm pretty sure, but I just really want to see what it feels like to read it as an adult and actually as someone who actually wants to read it. So yeah. Little Woman, which is probably the book I'm actually the most excited to read, to be honest. Anne of Green Gables, and we have Great Expectations, Sula by Toni Morrison. Yes, so that is my book haul. As you can see, I'm really trying to read more classics, and I'm trying to just engage in more literature, some would say. I don't know if my frontal lobe is just developing or my reading taste is simply just changing, but those are the books that I will be reading. I'm still gonna read all the other books I have on my shelf. I actually need a new bookshelf. I need to get either a taller one or I need to rearrange this whole room to where I can fit another small one. To be determined, probably not in this video, but probably in a video in the future. But it is 11 o'clock at night, so I'm gonna go to sleep and I will see you guys. I don't know. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I forgot why I turned this camera on. As you guys can see, my hair is different. I did my hair. I didn't like it at first because like I just thought it was too simple. I usually do like what do you call it, like goddess braids, or like, you know, stuff with like the curls everywhere. And I usually like my hair super curly. I haven't done anything like straight like this or like black like this in so long. But I basically let my boyfriend pick my hairstyle, and this is kind of like what we came to. Sorry, I keep touching it. I did it myself, by the way. I basically did it all day yesterday, if you wanted to know what I did yesterday. But it's just very simple, and like I feel like this is kind of like has a deeper meaning, that I need to just enjoy the simple things, and everything doesn't have to be so like, you know, like everything doesn't have to be so it's cute. I was supposed to film an October wrap-up video, but I just really wasn't feeling making an October wrap-up video because there's just really nothing to... Wrap-ups can sometimes get a little like repetitive, and I just feel like maybe in the future I'll combine like October, November, December maybe. But like doing like month by month is just can get a little exhausting and repetitive, and I'm just not feeling doing a wrap-up. And something I've just really been thinking about with my content is just not forcing myself to do my content, and instead of curating my content, I just need to be documenting for content, if that makes sense. Like curating is kind of like it, like don't get me wrong, like there's nothing wrong with having a plan for the content and what you want to film, but when it comes to you like curating every single thing that you need to do every single month, I just really want this to be kind of what's happening in my life, what I'm reading, what I'm doing, what I'm loving, what I'm learning, all those things. That's what I want this channel to be. And if I'm not feeling like doing a wrap-up, I'm not gonna film a wrap-up. Like I don't have to, if that makes sense. And even when it comes to what I'm reading, I don't have to. If maybe one day I want to read a book like The Yellow Wallpaper or Writers and Lovers by Lily King, or maybe I want to read something like The Killer Instinct. Like it doesn't, it's just like I just keep putting myself in kind of like, oh, I need to be reading this type of book, or I need to read this right now. Like just read whatever you want to read and do whatever you want to do and just document it. And that's where I'm at right now. I just wanted to share with you guys what I'm learning. And speaking of what I'm learning, today in my devotional, I think I'm going to start reading this one again, because this one is really just kind of like my life, the joy of in between. Because I just really feel like I'm in between seasons. That's what I feel like I am. And the devotional the day that I read today, it was titled Go and See. And it was just basically talking about like the decisions that we make and how we really won't know if something is the right decision unless we make it. And we really won't know if God wants us to do something unless we do it. I just feel like, yes, we need to pray about decisions before we make them, and we need to be led by the Spirit. But sometimes we get so paralyzed by our fear to do something that we end up doing nothing, when God could be just waiting for us to take that one step of faith, you know? Because when God calls us to do something, He just wants us to do it. And it's just like, yeah, there may be a lot of questions surrounded by what God is calling to do, but He needs you to take that first step. And we need to just trust that God is really going to take care of everything else. You know, and that's basically what she really talked about. And just like she always has like reflection questions, and like how can you take a step of faith in an area where God is leading you today. And I just feel like there's a lot of questions surrounded by my YouTube and what I'm gonna do for my career and all these things. And it's just like nothing's ever gonna happen if I don't post. Whether that's once a week, twice a week. If I don't post anything, then like, what is God gonna do with that? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, so yeah, I'm just basically just trying to encourage you to like if you've been like procrastinating making a decision on something because you're scared and you don't know how it's going to work out, but you feel like God is leading you to do this one thing, but you don't know if it's going to work out, maybe God is waiting for you to take that step, and then he's going to show you how it's going to work out. Because where God leads you, he will take care of you and he will guide you. There's a phrase that was like that, but where God guides you, he'll provide for you. Maybe that's the phrase. I don't know. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's just about trusting and taking that leap of faith. And sometimes it's not that serious when it comes to making decisions. Sometimes you just need to simply make a decision, and you procrastinating making a decision can be like disobedience. So chew on that, chew on that.